Hey everyone, welcome back. I brought this tree in. This was an air layer of a huge tree in my mother's garden. It's a blossom tree, and I air laid this off one of the branches that was down low enough to reach. Yeah, so I brought it in because I want to just give it a repot. I probably should have done it a bit sooner. The buds are starting to open, but better late than never, I'd say, because it's been in this pot for a couple of years now and it's filled with weeds. I didn't keep on top of the weeding, and I think if I leave it for another year, because it's such a small pot, the tree might end up suffering with the amount of weed in it. So I think I might take it out. I might put it back in the same pot, we'll see, but I just want to give it a quick repot. I may not do any work with the roots. I'm not sure how well the roots have been doing. We'll find out. So I wired it in, so just wire it there. Tree not going to be big enough for this job. Just want to be careful not to knock the buds off. The fact that this pot has got beveled edges as well, it's not great, because once the roots get in underneath there, they're not easy to get out. As you can see, it's soaking wet like everything else in this country. Okay. It's actually taken quite well, this air layer. It didn't have much character when I did it, but it was a long branch, and I chopped it back there. You can see it's got all dead wood around here now, and I just grew the two little branches off it. There's a lot of weeds in here. Definitely happy with the amount of roots that it's grown anyway. I'm going to try not to break any roots. It's filled with this like Irish moss stuff, star moss, whatever it's called. That's where all these little roots are filling the pot. You can see there where I cut it off the main tree. So that branch is, that part of it has died all inside there, and it shot out new roots out this side. Clumps of roots of them, of that Irish moss. Once it gets into your pot at all, fills the pot. stops it draining properly and everything. Doesn't seem to be that much growing tips yet, so I think it might be alright time wise. Okay, so I'll go and give that a wash and we'll come back then and have a look at it. Don't know why my camera's all tilted. Okay, so it's got a nice bit of a root spread on it anyway. Few long ones. Trim back a bit. My main goal like that with this is to get all these roots, all these weeds out. Okay, so we'll give it a little trimming back. I won't go crazy on the roots because it is only a new kind of tree starting out on its own. Let's take out some of the top ones. Take out this long one altogether. Just going to trim them back a bit. That's one going up in the air. Here, we'll take that one out. Okay. I'm reluctant to doing much more with that. Eventually this root here might come off depending on the front of the tree and what way I want to stand it in the pot. Now, do we put it back in that pot or would we have a better one for it? I do like the blue with it because it has pink flowers and that, and it does look well in the blue pot. Just thinking what other blue pots I have. This one makes a bit. We could go with that one. At least there's no lip on this one, so I don't know, maybe we'll just go back to the original one for now until we get it more developed. I think we'll just put it back into this one maybe. No, we'll go with this one. Okay, just trim the roots back another little bit just so they've got a bit more room to grow. Okay, so a little bit of drainage cloth in the bottom of that, and I will wire it in just for the sake of it, because it has, the pot has holes for the wire, so we may as well. So I'll just put it in the wire like that. There's my drainage cloth in the bottom. Put the soil in there. Just going to heap it up a bit. Now, I'm not too worried about the front of the tree because the pot basically doesn't really have a front, so what I will do is I will line it up so that the wire can wrap over that root and that bit of dead stump, and that way then that will hold it in the pot nicely without damaging any the smaller roots. Kind of change it that way a little bit. At least this way the wire is tying onto the bit of dead wood, so it's not going to mark the trunk. That dead wood will eventually rot away. Just move this over this way a bit so you can see it better. I'm not blocking it with my arm. I think it'd be a lot better now and happier in the new soil. So it's not competing with all them weeds. So. A bit of moss growing on the trunk. Work all that soil in around the roots, and I'll probably repot this again next year. Maybe we'll see. Maybe it'll need a bigger pot by then, or maybe I can reduce some of the roots. Maybe we'll have decided on the front. Maybe it should be more upright like that. I don't know, we'll see. For now, we just want to get it healthy and growing. Okay, so we can give that watering. We'll put it out on the bench. And that's it for that video. Just do a quick one on that. I won't do any pruning or anything to it, but we'll have an update on it later on. Hopefully we get some flowers. I don't think it flowered last year for me. It might not flower for a while, I don't know. But it's definitely growing. So we'll see you on the next one.